Welcome everybody to another daily vlog. A vlog that happens daily, sometimes right fresh out of the shower. Yeah, I probably do need to go get my hairbrush, I'm not sure. But I'm getting ready to head out and go up to Alabama. I woke up fresh this morning. Well, not really too fresh. I had what was it? I started work yesterday at 5 o'clock in the morning, ended work this morning at 5 o'clock this morning, so that's like a 24-hour day. It is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm awake, all cleaned up and stuff, and I have to go again. No rest for the wicked. Why's my camera looking up? So this is my plan today. Get my truck repaired because it definitely needed it this morning. Right, my truck needed repair this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what happened yesterday, or last night, or this morning. I popped holes in all my airlines, so it's time for some new ones. That's done. I pick up a load that's right here on the yard and run it up to Alabama for a delivery tonight, which is going to be another tight run. But I think I can do it. But first, I have to get this fixed. While he's out there working on the truck, I guess it's time to go ahead and do all my system updates while I'm here on the Wi-Fi. So it goes just a little bit faster. Oh, wait a second. I mean, the downloading part. This part here is, you don't need service. Okay, I don't know how well that's going to work. Sorry about the noise. Reaper's running. These are all new cables, but they're kind of... I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. What I'm worried about is if I make a right-hand turn, that there's not enough room. Not enough lead or drag on that cable, and it may just rip right off. That's what's, when you get those wires that are circular like that, sometimes they don't give enough. The temperature is 58 degrees. I'm gonna guess bananas. Okay, so we got a trailer washout. That's a sign of bananas. Ready? Walmart Distribution Center, Brundage, Alabama. Bananas, organic banded product of Costa Rica. Look at that. Organic bananas from Costa Rica. Well, knock out the rest of this paperwork. Sorry about the background noise. It's hot. This just isn't water dripping off my head. There's a little beads of sweat along with there. Anyway, let's head on to Alabama. Cha-ching! I'm 200 miles away. 200 more miles to go. But I don't have to be there till 4 o'clock in the morning. And one thing I know about the place I'm going to, I can't show up too early. I'm allowed to be there 1 hour early, and that's it. And there's no parking nowhere. There's no parking. There's things to see en route up, especially with the sun up and stuff. There's some cool things like the Florida Caverns and a couple state parks and stuff, but the parking lots of those places are going to be pretty jam-packed as I'm going up there as the sun starts to set, because for some reason people do not like to drive as the sun goes down, so everybody tries to find parking. So my theory or thinking is stop about 200 miles beforehand, maybe go inside, grab a bite to eat at this little place here in Lee, Florida, and kill a little bit of time trying That way I could just mosey in to the Walmart distribution center where I'm going and arrive within that 1 hour time frame. Because if I get there early, I don't know what I'm going to do. My thinking is correct. This place might even have a laundromat. And I've been procrastinating that a while, and I don't think laundry will take 4 hours. I mean, I can kill 4 hours. So I could do laundry if they got that inside. Just have to see. They do have a nice little trucker's lounge, kind of. No laundry in here. There it is, but they only have 2 machines and they are being used. That means no laundry for me today, and I might as well just continue on with my trip. Of driving north and south quite a bit, rather than east and west. And this is why. Not because I get more text messages when I'm heading west. It's because I'm chasing the sunset. I'm chasing the sunset. Okay, well, I made it to where I need to be. I'm about 30 miles away, and it's only 10 something at night. So I'm pretty much stuck. I found a place to park. So I found a little baby truck stop on an old back road here in Alabama. Figured I'd just crash out here, 30 miles away, wait, get an hour or two of sleep. Well, probably a little bit more than that. And within the 1 hour time frame before I'm allowed to be there, they'll let me on the property. I'll just shoot over. If 30 miles is like 23 minutes or something of drive time, so should be not that big a deal. So I figured, why not park here and ask you guys what I should do this coming Friday. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is a whiteboard pen, because I have a whiteboard and I'm trying to come up with plans and ideas and stuff like that. Though I think that's a fail. I don't really think I need to do the to-do list. I think I'm going to leave it up to you guys and let you guys in the comment section help me out a little bit. After I open these, while I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to open these. It was buy one, get one free, and it had like a Pooh Bear thing on it, so how bad can it be? I don't know. Haven't had gummies in quite a while. And how sour can sour really be? Can't be that bad. It can be that bad. Pretty good though. So this is what's going on. Wow. The longer it sits in, it got really sour for a minute. Now it's really too sweet. Pretty good though. Anyway, so this is the plan. Tonight I'm going to finish up what I'm doing. Tomorrow, head up to Montgomery, Alabama, pick up a load, take it back to Jacksonville for the next day, which isn't today, but it's not actually tomorrow neither. And then I think they're just going to keep me busy Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, just kind of doing the same stuff, Florida to Alabama or Florida to Georgia. Keep me in the general area. Now, Thursday is my last day of work, so I should be back at home Thursday sometime during the daytime. Give me a chance to do some laundry and whatever else. Friday, this is where I need your guys' help. Ooh, finally. Took a long time for that gummy. So, she's leaving Boise, Idaho at 7 o'clock in the morning, going to San Francisco. Be in San Francisco at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then she's got a direct flight from San Francisco to Orlando, Florida. She arrives in Orlando at 5 p.m. on Friday. So that gives me Thursday to do my laundry. I haven't been on a date in over 10 years. My last girlfriend, we were together for 10 years, and the very first date was like 10 years ago. So this is kind of, I'm a little bit nervous about this. So she arrived. So I'm going to have a car. My plan was to send an Uber to the airport and pick her up and bring her to the resort and to Universal Studios, have the room ready and everything else, have her go get a room key in the lobby because she'll be able to pick one up, go to the suite, unpack without me there, without me being there, and I would leave a little map, maybe a whiteboard map of where I was, so she can have a little bit of time after the flight to relax and do her thing. And then when she's ready to come out of the room and come find me, I would have a map maybe down by the hotel swimming pool bar area, and I could have everybody there set up a nice little corner relaxation type thing where, hey, you're here, you made it, and then do the pleasantries, and then, or I could pick her up at the airport. I just never picked anybody up at the airport before, so that's kind of freaking me out. So like, my son has dropped me off at the airport and picked me up at the airport, but what they normally do is they pull up on the curb on the sidewalk, and then whoever got off the airplane is out on the sidewalk, says, hey, I'm here, I got my bags, I'm on the sidewalk, and then you can pull the car up. You got like 3 minutes to throw the bags in the car and get the heck off the property. But I unless they got a place to park and then you could walk up or take a bus or something, I'd like to park close enough to where you could actually walk to the car, but I don't think Orlando Airport has anything like that. That's what's making me think, should I pick her up at all and just have her take an Uber? But so what would you rather do? Would you rather find parking? This is question one. Find parking and be inside the airport area, proper, and then when they go through security and stuff and exit, you're standing there going, hey, you made it. Do that, and then grab the bags and carry them to the car, or Uber. What should I do there? Number two question. Okay, we get to the hotel room, get her all set up, do the unpacking thing, and then it'll be so we'll be back at the hotel probably about 6:30 in the evening. Let her do that on the unpacking, and maybe should I take her down for drinks poolside, or should I take her over to Emerald's and have a good dinner and then use the resort facilities for the rest of Friday night? Or should I just take her for a night on the town right off the bat and take her to City Walk and just go party and have fun, which is what I normally do. But because she just got off a long flight, I'm debating. So the question number two is, should I just use the resort facilities, relax around the pool and the room and the bars and restaurants within the resort, or should I take her for a night on the town in Orlando, her first night there? You guys choose that. Leave that in the comment section. Number three, Saturday. We wake up in the morning. Orlando, we have a ton of stuff to do. We'll be at Universal Studios at the Cabana Bay Resort. So right there, we can hop on the boat. We can walk across the street, hop on a boat, take it to City Walk. And from there, you have two theme parks. You have Universal Studios proper, which has a lot of ride the movie type rides. You have the Mummy, you have the Jimmy Fallon Show, you have the Simpsons, Men in Black, E.T. and stuff like that. And Gringotts, which is pretty incredible. Gringotts is pretty amazing. Or Islands of Adventure, where you have Jurassic Park, King Kong, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, the Hogwarts part of it, because Gringotts and Hogsmeade and stuff are two different places. You can take a train in between the two, but I would have to get her in to one or the other. Or would you take her to both parks in one day and just leave it open, or leave Universal property altogether and head over to Disney, and that opens up more of a dilemma, because there's 4 major theme parks on Disney property between the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and MGM Studios, or Hollywood Studios, whatever you want to call it. Would you take her to a Disney theme park? She's only going to have one full day. That Saturday is her one full day. So what would you do? Would you just keep her on Universal property, which is my favorite, between Animal Kingdom and Universal They're Disney, Animal Kingdom, and all the Universal properties are my favorite. But as a tourist from out of town that's never been anywhere but out of the state of Idaho, what would you do? I know most tourists come to Orlando for Disney, but I'm not staying on Disney property. I like Disney property. I don't mind staying in Disney resorts, but Universal really takes care of me, so I prefer Universal that way. And we wouldn't have to drive anywhere if we stayed on Universal property. My thinking is, if I pick Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure, we could spend the day enjoying the day at the theme park as the sun starts to set, take her to a nice dinner and maybe Blue Man Group or something, because it's all in one little area. If I take her to Disney, then that's an all day and all night thing until after the fireworks show, because if you go to Disney, you have to stay and watch the fireworks. At Universal, you don't have to. You can hit City Walk, go to one of the Margaritaville, Hard Rock, Pat O'Brien's or whatever, have a nice dinner, and you got the Blue Man Group and everything else. And when you're all done with everything, you can just hop on the boat and take it right back to your resort, or bus, whatever means of transportation you want. So it's nice and close, and everything is close. Disney, and we could be back at the resort early. But if we go to Disney, we wouldn't be getting back to the room until like 2 in the morning. And you get back to the room at 2 in the morning. Sunday, she's leaving. I have to get her back to the airport by about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if we stayed out all night at Disney, got back to the room, she'd get a few hours sleep, and then wake up in the morning, take her to breakfast, put her back on the plane, ship her back to Idaho. And I don't think, I mean, we'd have a lot of waking hours together, but we'd have a lot of waking hours. I don't know. So question 3, what would you do? Which Orlando attraction would you take her to if you only had one day? And yeah, so those are the 3 questions. Airport, Uber or me. Second question, night, the very first night she gets there that Friday, take her for a night on the town, or just keep it close and personal and just enjoy the resort. 3, Saturday, what should we do? It's kind of confusing, right? My whiteboard would not have been big enough. It would not have been big enough to ask you all those questions. I actually need another one of these. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, a yellow one. A yellow one. It's got to be sour. Ooh, it is. Lemony sour. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Get this video up. That way at least you guys have something for today. I still haven't missed a day, even though I probably should have. I probably shouldn't even be posting this one. Or yesterday's. There's nothing on them. So anyway, that's what's going on this week. I love you guys. Leave in the comment section below if you want to what I should do. Step 1, step 2, step 3. And I'll try and vlog the entire thing so you guys... I haven't had gummies in a long time. These things are good. Haribo, whatever. You guys got some addicting candy. All right, guys. I love you all, and I can't wait. I can't wait for this week. I wish the next 5 days would just blow by really fast. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace, everybody.